Man, what if we could just say what we really wanted to say regularly and didn't have anything pent up for years and years? What would that feel like? I recently experienced a situation of releasing years worth of pent up things, and it all came out, and well, not all. I still have more. Man, I'm annoyed at myself because I had the opportunity to clear my thoughts a bit ahead of time to be more prepared for this. Like, I got this nudge. I was a part of this group chat. I don't even remember. Oh, yeah, it was for Serving Circle. It's a really great Facebook group led by Tyson Sharp, I want to say his name is. And it's for all kinds of healers and empaths and spiritually minded business people. And it had come up, that whole concept of dealing with your inner stress, and someone had said you should record yourself saying everything you want to say to someone, and it's very healing in the process of listening to it again afterwards. So I got this nudge and I was like, that's a really good idea, I'll do that someday. And if I had just followed through right away, I would have been more together when my blah, 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 blah happened. I've had so many different turning points of, okay, hold it in. Don't want to alienate people. I want to have lots of friends. I want everyone to like me. So I'm not going to talk about things that are divisive. And growing up, we never really learned how to deal with conflict. We just shoved it all down and we just pretended it never happened, and we just hoped that everything was fine. And it didn't really prepare me for life, let me tell ya. But I'm really thankful for the tools and perspectives that I have, that have been clicking, that have been reaching me and making sense and allowing me to remove judgment and so much anger, to, truly believing at any moment people are doing the best that they can. Sometimes their best sucks. We're victims, we're survivors, whatever, of our societal programming, our cultural, religious indoctrination, blah, 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 blah. It's like, okay, I've used this example before, but when I didn't really learn how to cut vegetables growing up. We didn't get a lot of fresh veg and stuff. It was expensive. So I wasn't the most helpful person in Covenant Players in the Kitchen because I didn't want to mess it up. I didn't know how to cut a pepper. I didn't know how to do a lot of basic life skills things. So it's not that I was being this jerky, entitled, I don't want to work person. It was that someone just needed to show me how to do it. I was doing the best that I could with what I had. And I know our families are the same. And I'm not, negating people who've had horrific experiences, need some stuff to fiddle with and get some of my crystals. As I'm sitting here doing this, I'm like, this could have been a live stream, since I don't. Oh well. I realized I needed a hand prop. That was a common Covenant player constructive criticism was, have something in your hands. Don't just sit there double pumping or fidgeting, but have something in your hands. It's just more pleasant. I got my cards, my artist trading cards that I sometimes used for inspiration, and let's see, I'll pull a card right now. I It's like the light is hope, and we're facing towards it. I like that. I'll put a picture of it on the screen. It's a lion, a female lion, staring intently at it, and there is a kind of quirky person with their arm up like, yeah! That's the resistance that me and a few friends were talking about a few days ago. I have a little Zoom group chat, and we've been talking a lot about resistance, of how horrible and hopeless the world is feeling right now. What can we do? And even if that resistance is being kind, it's huge and it's big and it counts. I just wanted to make a little video rambling about this kind of thing. I don't know, communication, honesty. We're doing better than we think we are. I don't know if somebody needs to hear that. Like, I was making a to-do list today, and I was like, this doesn't look like a lot, but it doesn't have to be a lot to count. Even if there was 3 things on there, but I did those 3 things, and I did them well and complete, and not just aspects of them, so that the rest of the project was still hanging over. With my brain, I kind of need things. I need to structure myself. I need to structure my time, or I just get stuck in distractions. So when I started using my big board again, so I'm like, okay, for this half hour, this is what I'm doing. I did get a lot done today. Yeah, go me. Don't forget. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate what you managed to get done. I just have a feeling that even though I feel like I'm floundering with what I'm saying, this is still worth putting out into the world, because it's still, yeah, it has value. I don't got it all together, but I am working so hard to be a different kind of parent that communicates, that apologizes, that listens. Breaking those cycles. So, a bunch of truth escaped my lips, and what I'm working to do is to detach myself from senses of judgment and disappointment. I guess disappointment is kind of a form of unforgiveness, of still feeling like I was owed better. I deserve to have something in its place, to feel fulfilled, to not feel a lack. And this is a little bit like with the Buddhists or the Jedi. It's desire. I didn't understand before, but I can see where desire can be a quote-unquote bad thing, or a thing that is ultimately leads to bad things, because you're to need something without a healthy amount of detachment from it, to need, to desire something, is to lean too much into the material, transient nature of this life. Like, it's not gonna last forever, and that's okay. To remember more, like, this life is short, and we have forgotten who we are. We've forgotten our power. We've forgotten our purpose, a lot of us. We've forgotten that there is so much more than these 60 to 90 years that we've got. Like, and when we die and we remember again, we're connected back to all that is, to our full selves, and we see like, oh, so many of the things that I thought I needed, I really didn't. What I needed to do was let them go and press more into why did I need that? Well, what did pursuing that need get me? How did it push me in the right direction? It's like with the fairy stories in the wonderful podcast, Modern Fairy Sightings podcast, or the alien near-death experience stories in Jeff Mara. It's like, it's so much more than just the what happened, but where were you at in your life? What change did it instigate in you? What peace did it give you? What sense of purpose and direction did those experiences give you? That's the really important part, I think. Yeah. So that's why I think Joe Hickey Hall does a better job than Jeff Mara, because she digs into the how did it change you more. So yeah, I say this very tongue-in-cheek because I don't know if you know, but there's a whole thing in my shorts of making a Jeff Mara video, making a lot of people mad, thinking I was dissing their man, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Thanks for listening to these rambles. If you're anything like me or somebody who just is cleaning your house, folding laundry, whatever, and you just kind of follow like, okay, what do I want to listen to right now? And then the first thing that really seems like, yeah, that's it. I just tap on it, and it could be a podcast I've listened to 1,000,000 times, or it could be a person that has 17 subscribers and their video shows up on my For You or recommended. And I'm like, ooh, that's interesting. I listened to this guy, this Asian guy who was a brain surgeon who had a spiritual awakening and quit and is learning to love himself. And I was like, this is awesome. He was just so chill. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, thanks for being here. If you're like me and you just find something that you like, that find the first thing that just seems like, yeah, that's for me. That's what I want to listen to. And you just see how you vibe with it before deciding, do I want to subscribe and possibly catch more of this? But if you vibe with me, I hope you stick around. I sometimes share poetry. I share happy memories. I share beauty and light into this world because the world needs more of that. Faux show. Okay, so I haven't done this in a while, but hugs! And a thing I have really not done for a long, long time was where I flare my nostrils and I go, nostrils of death. I don't know. It was like a long time ago I'd started doing this. In the very beginning, like 5-ish years ago when I started making videos. When I was like, bye. And I was like, whoa, my nostrils are big. They're like big. They're like chasms of death. And you just get sucked into them. And also, I was teased about my nose as a kid, so reclaimed that. Take that, all the kids who called me monkey nose. It's my thing. I'm gonna have a bajillion subscribers someday that are all gonna want to buy nostrils of death stickers. Boom. Don't have a mic, so I'll have glue. Drop the glue. Okay, bye.